Yo, what's up, peeps? So you see a lot of stuff right in front of you. I've had various mounts, a real GoPro Hero, 3 sport action cameras, 2 housings, because I lost the third one. Long story short, I lost it. So, let's get into it. So before I started rapping, I did photography and videography for local bands. Three Rivers Band, This Way Out, Black Shepherd, as everybody knows. If you haven't checked those videos out, go back further in my channel. I see this all the time in the videographer community, if you will, about these being all trash, and that's the gold standard, right? That doesn't matter. If you know how to edit, then these things are amazing, just as a GoPro. Because it's not the tools you have, it's the knowledge you have to use those tools. Everything has a purpose and a reason. There may be times where you don't even want to use that, and you want to use these, right? Just, everybody sees the GoPro just chilling. Most stolen item. Somebody sees this, they're going to be like, haha, I ain't fucking stealing that piece of shit, right? Like, I'm not going to cut it up and edit this and make it sound all glitz, glam, and glorious. Nah. This is the real world. Man the fuck up. Don't be a pussy. I'm probably going to get flagged for that. But do I care? No, not really. Because the point of today's video, if you know how to make beats on GarageBand without using Pro Tools, good for you. Are there better things out there to use? Hell yeah. But down in the comments, tell me why you use what you use. Is it because you're familiar with it, you know people that were using it, or what got you started in either beat making, videography, or I guess vlogging's the new technical term for it, or photography? What did y'all start out with? Because I can tell you, I started out with this guy right here. Claims it's 1080p, at best it's 720, maybe 740. Not the best thing in the world, but I had to learn how to edit. It's just that simple. I learned to edit. I learned to swap out audio. Get rid of the original audio for clean audio, clean up the video, color, shadow, lights, all of that to make this thing look good. I've had to do that the last couple of years. There's times where I'm like, whatever band I was recording, they're like, nah, dog, we like the way it looks. And we like the way it sounds. Excuse me. Because they came from a different era where even the studio cameras weren't the best quality live. Or what have you. So, I learned from guys from the 70s and 80s that were doing videography or video or live video. Excuse me. At that point, technology wasn't the best in the world. It's gotten better. Obviously, we got a GoPro. Excuse me. I know this is 2020. That's probably like, I don't even know how old by today's standards, but whatever. It don't matter. It all matters about how you edit. Everybody in the world can tell you that's a trash video or it's a good video, depending upon how it was edited and what the context you're capturing is. Excuse me. And if you watch my channel, you see the evolution from, I don't remember what phone I had. I think it was like the LG Rebel 1 and a laptop camera. And then eventually I upgraded the Rebel to something else. I threw in this blue sport action camera. Then I ended up upgrading to an iPhone SE 2020. Got rid of that. And had a Sony Alpha 6000. But the reason why I went back to these little cameras is because they're lighter. Even with a full battery charged and in them and micro SD card, I could place these anywhere in any little nook and cranny. I could take these whether in this or screw up my camera lineup right there, or even the GoPro in this, I could toss it up in the air and catch a swirling falling effect. I don't have to worry about breaking like a $1,000 camera or a $900 camera like the Sony that I had. That's why I traded it back to my brother for what you all see right in front of you. All my editing, I either do on my iPad, my laptop, which is currently MIA, or the software stuff that I have on my phone. So yeah. Now everybody would be like, man, that's a hell of a downgrade. I'm going to keep saying it till I'm blue in the face, which y'all can't see, but it's all about how you edit. If you're good at editing, man, you Gucci. But I'm going to leave you all with this because I don't want it to be a super long video. If you want to get into music, you want to get into beat making, you want to get into photography, videography, being a sound guy, whatever, being a lights guy, being a roadie, but you have no experience, well, start learning. Find your niche. Yeah, niche. I meant niche. Find your niche and run with it. Don't sell yourself short, but don't praise yourself like a fucking god. Because there's always somebody out there that's more experienced and knowledgeable that commands a high premium. But again, don't sell yourself short. If you tell somebody you're going to do something, go out there and do it. Am I the best rapper in the world? I know I have a short video that says I'm the next Tupac. Does that mean it's really true? Only time will tell. Am I getting a lot more shows lately? Hell yeah. Does that mean I'm a billionaire, millionaire, whatever freaking rapper? No. Am I a millionaire, billionaire, multi-hundred-thousandaire? I don't even know if that's a word. I just made that up. If it's not a word, woohoo. At videography or beat making? Nah. Or photography. Excuse me. But it's the small steps you take. I never did videography video or photography in high school. I'm self-taught. It was me, YouTube, and a passion and a willingness to learn something new. We're all hell-bent with you need to go to school to be a doctor, a lawyer, a cybersecurity tech, or a DJ. Yes, believe it or not, there's some clubs that won't let you play unless you are actually a certified DJ with a college degree. How bullshit is that? Pretty bullshit if you ask me. When there's press and play DJs that run karaoke off of freaking YouTube. Whatever. I'm not hating on them. I've done it in a pinch because I didn't have enough songs or certain songs when I was doing karaoke that people wanted to hear. Because just like my brother, my stuff was like mid-2000s, early teens, all the way back to like the freaking 60s. Because that's the type of people we're catering to, mostly the 60s, 70s, 80s guys. Every once in a while, 90s, early 2000, mid-2000. Because it was what we could afford to get at the time. So I'm not hating on anybody that's starting from a basic place. Just be the shit at what you do. When somebody asks you, excuse me, and you sound like you know what the fuck you're doing, you better have the skills to back up what you just said you could do, you know? If I wanted to, I could run karaoke off my iPad. Would it be off YouTube? Probably. But I could. But that's the whole point of this 10-minute rant. Is you don't need the latest, greatest gear. Here, let's get rid of this and this. And we'll just keep the iPad to the side. This right here is all you need. And learn how to edit. That's all you need. That right there. So without further ado, do what you do. Stay lit, fam, and drop in the comments what got you started in your favorite niche of a hobby. And do you still use the same method you did when you started, or did you move on to bigger, better things? And if so, do you occasionally go back to your roots? I really want to know down in the description. Down in the comments below. what your niche is, and whether if you go back to the basics every once in a while. Deuces.